As you might already know, from the 5th of August 2024, QLeave will be asking you to calculate your workers' annual rate of pay a bit differently to how you have in the past. In just a few minutes, we're going to run you through this simple change in calculation. You'll still need to tell us your workers' annual rate of pay in each quarterly return and when you make a long service leave claim, but you may need to change how you calculate it. Previously, we've asked you to calculate the annual rate of pay for your workers by multiplying their hourly rate times 38 hours times 52 weeks. From now on, you'll need to calculate your workers' annual rate of pay based on the rate of pay for the worker's classification level and pay point outlined in the industrial instrument that applies to that worker. So what do you need for this calculation? To complete the calculation, you'll need to identify the industrial instrument that applies to your worker and the worker's classification level and pay point. If no industrial instrument applies to the worker, you must calculate the annual rate of pay based on the annual rate of pay for Social and Community Services Employee Level 4 Pay Point 4 under the Social, Community, Home Care and Disability Services Industry Award 2010. Step 1 is to find your worker's industrial instrument. You can find current and historical versions of industrial instruments on the Fair Work Commission website at www.fwc.gov.au. From the homepage, click Agreements and Awards. If your business has an enterprise agreement, you can find a copy by clicking Agreements and Awards and then Enterprise Agreements, then Find an Enterprise Agreement. You can find a copy of a modern award by clicking Agreements and Awards and selecting Awards. Then choose Find an Award and scroll down to Browse A to Z List and click Modern Awards List. Step 2 is to find your worker's award. In the award, find the section that sets out minimum wage rate. Find the minimum wage rate, or if an equal remuneration order applies, scroll down the page to find the rate of pay for the remuneration order for the worker's classification level and pay point. Step 3 is to calculate the annual rate of pay. You'll need to calculate the annual equivalent wage for the worker's classification level and pay point. If the industrial instrument specifies a weekly wage, use this calculation. Annual rate of pay equals weekly wage times 52. If the industrial instrument does not specify a weekly wage, use the hourly wage calculation. Annual rate of pay equals hourly wage times full-time ordinary hours times 52. We have a helpful guide on our website that explains in more detail how to calculate the annual rate of pay. Now, let's work through an example. Employer ABC completes a reimbursement claim for long service leave paid to their worker on the 22nd of July 2024. The worker is classified at Social and Community Services Employee Level 3 Pay Point 2 under the Social, Community, Home Care and Disability Services Industry Award 2010. Employer ABC goes to the Fair Work Commission website and finds the list of modern awards. They select the letter S and find Social, Community, Home Care and Disability Services Industry Award 2010. When they've clicked the award, they scroll to Part 4, Minimum Wages and Related Matters, Clause 15, Minimum Weekly Wages. An equal remuneration order applies to the worker's classification level, so ABC identifies the worker's weekly wage, including the equal remuneration order for their classification level and pay point, which is $1,459.96. Using the worker's weekly wage, ABC calculates the worker's annual rate of pay, $1,459.96 times 52 equals $75,917.92. That brings us to the end of our annual rate of pay video. If you have any questions, please call QLeave on 1300 753 283 or email us at csiremediation@qleave.qld.gov.au.